Good morning guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. What the hell is going on with this price here? It seems to be a bit of a liquidation event now. I think we're trying to liquidate any shorts going up and then we're coming back down and liquidating any longs and vice versa. I mean, yesterday I was saying, look, let's just switch this to a 4-hour time frame here. I'm saying, look, we need to get past the EMA 200 on the 4-hour time frame. And we've rejected off that 3 times now, so we could just copy and paste that. You can see another hammer, bang, straight on there. I think we're still going to break out. I'm still looking for a long, but I'm only going to open a long if we get some 4-hour closures above this, above the moving average 20. EMA 200. Once we break above that, then I'm looking for a long up to 37,200. I'm not going to in any way say that the bull market is back on, because it's not. I'm still waiting for a bear market rally. I think that's all it's going to be. I feel that we are due a rise, just due to the fact that we've not been in any significant price action really since end of March, when we had that decent bear market rally again. And we are due one now, in my opinion. I think it's knocking on to like 2.5 months since we had any major rise, and I think, like I say, we are overdue one. What will happen, in my opinion, is we will get a sharp, sudden rise, which will be fulfilled by consistent buying, and it will push us up, and altcoins may perform very, very well. We might get some between 30 to 100% rises on altcoins as Bitcoin pushes up. But a lot of people will be thinking, right, the bottom is in. People all over Twitter will say, look, the bottom's in, the bottom's in. I don't think it is. I think we've still got to see a bottom yet. And I mentioned it before, emotions will get the best of people. So people will see the price flying up, they'll see it coming up here, we'll get a breakout, maybe a retest at 200, we'll start coming up, we'll retest this region at 34k, we may get a pullback, and then we'll start pushing on, and I think we'll push up to 37k, just due to the fact that there's not much liquidity in that area, and I think we'll get a good rise up towards that region. If it does push up there, do not think that the bull market is back, because in my opinion, I think that's what it will try to do. It will try to suck as many people back into FOMO as possible, and then it will either slam back down in a vertical fashion like that, or we'll get a slow bleed again. I'm more in favour of a nice steady rise up over the course of the next 2 to 3 weeks, and then a drop down. I think that's what will happen, in my opinion. That is just what I think. It may not happen. We may just reject from here and start coming down and have our bear market rally further down here somewhere. But we're pretty much testing that EMA 200 3 times now, and it is looking like with every attempt it will get weaker, and I feel like that we will break through at some stage and get that rally. We may not push up to 37k. We may stagnate around here, around 34. Or the tops of this move around here around 32, 33. But I just feel like we are overdue quite a significant move, and I mentioned it on yesterday's video, and I'll go back to my thoughts here. If you look at previous cycles, and if you look at the previous bear market here, we had big rallies. Every bear market produces rallies. It's just what it is. Look at this, the first rally we had, 100%. Second rally, these rallies get smaller, by the way, 58%. Look at this rally here, 50%, and you get my drift, don't you? If you go to current price action now, and we'll look at this latest move, you would say that is the first rally there. We did a 38% move, and then from there we did a 45% move. So these rallies are a lot smaller, and I just think that we are due a rally at some stage, which may happen around here. And like I say, that's why I'm looking towards that 37k region, which is a significant area. Look at all them bottoms there. I think that could be a decent area where we do push up. That would be around a 40% move up to that 37k region. So that's something I'm definitely looking at. With that, I have bought some altcoins over the last 3 or 4 weeks. One that I did buy was RSR, and wow, look at that. That has been on phenomenal form. We've pushed up from the lows down here. If we just take a look at that, I didn't buy at the bottom, and that went down to 0.035. We pushed up 282% so far to the highest point. I bought at this black line here, 0.047, and I also bought a 0.04 just 0.572. So I'm significantly up over 100% on my RSI buys, and I've got two levels marked up to potentially sell, up at 2.2 cent and at 1.6 cent. I think it will get there if we get that bear market rally. So just be wary that it may not happen as ever. Looking at Ethereum, still bouncing off this area I've been banging on about for the last couple of months. So look, we need to hold this line. Really need it. We've seen a couple of rallies on this bear market period here. Where a major rally there, a rally here, same as Bitcoin. I'm expecting another rally, and then I think we may lose that level and potentially come down and test these wicks down here, which is a nice area there. So you're talking around $1,400 is an area I think that personally Ethereum could go. People are talking about 800. I think there's a good chance we test 1,400, 1,500 because it was a previous all-time high, and I think that's a region where we could definitely look at testing. But again, it really depends what the market does. If we just take a look at the stock market, so futures on a 3-day time frame, we've actually managed to reclaim that AMA 200. Also, if you look at the S&P 500 on futures, we're currently down slightly on both, but yesterday I think the Nasdaq and the SPX was down around 1.4% each one, which was significant. That was on pre-opening, so it was before the cash rounds happened. And by the end of the day, the cash round bang straight back up into positive territory. If you look at the SPX here, look at that, we finished in the green yesterday. If you look at that candle on the daily time frame, it was a decent candle, to be honest. I'll get rid of that. There was a decent candle there, so we was down at 4,082 points when we pushed up to 4,166. Hopefully we can get a retest of this moving average at 4,300. That will bring the rally on with Bitcoin, and then I think that will dump as well, because remember, quantitative tightening is happening in the US, so relief rally will happen. I think we'll retest that, and then it depends where the price goes. I've got this level marked up at 3,800 points. It's a good area that we potentially could retest down there, but like I say, quantitative tightening across the US stock market is severe, pulling out $1.1 million per minute, around $1.5 trillion by the end of 2023. So expect further downside. It may not look at a minute, you might think, right, we've started to bounce back up, we're going to continue this run up to Valhalla. It's not going to work like that. I think the dollar, although it's having a bit of respite now, I think is going to get weaker. Stronger over the course of the next few months, and probably moving into mid next year. I think it's going to be a really strong dollar. We're actually managing to regain this level here. I was looking for a rejection of it to come down and retest this support. That would have been good for Bitcoin. So far, we're back above support, and we really need some major price action on the SPX and S&P 500 and the Nasdaq to really bring some life into Bitcoin. I think that might happen over the next couple of weeks. Like I say, I think if that happens, the dollar may drop a little bit, but then I'm expecting a big rise from the DXY over the course of the next few months. But that's it. That's my thoughts on the crypto and the general macro outlook today. Fingers crossed we do get that rally that I'm hoping for, and it plays out. May not happen, these markets are crazy. The last few days and last few weeks have been crazy and been like riding a roller coaster. And I can imagine there's been a lot of short and longs being wrecked over the last few weeks. But that's it. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.